Matt Walner.
First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strike.
Swing and a miss.
1-1.
That's inside. Fouls one off. 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Renfroe going back, hits the fence. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. And he's into third base with a leadoff triple.
Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Here's Carlos Correa. That's down and in. And he takes a strike. Rips one to right. Fair ball. And the Twins score first. It's 1-0. Here comes the throw. And he's in there. A run comes in on the play.
Well, that's a big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the two-bagger. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball one. Swinging a foul straight back. Correa stands at second with no outs. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And down on strikes. And that's the first out. So here's Bader down. And ball one. Bader, guy who played his college ball at the University of Florida from the New York area. Went to Horace Mann High School. Runner at second here, one gone. Swing and a foul out of play.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
Ball two.
In the dirt. That one fouled off, 2-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Full count.
Just misses. Counts full, 3-2. Man at second. And ball four, two aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Here's Trevor Larnach. And that one's a little bit low. And that's ball one.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. One run across, headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on playing with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate and takes high there. Popped up. Witt settles under this one. 2 away now. This is Willie Castro.
The second baseman, Willie.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. Fastball for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This one in the air. Witt makes the play, and that is that. And we're back. And today's starter, Joe Ryan.
He's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
Jonathan India, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. See you later. And they close the gap. It's 3-1. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. First offering, and it just misses. For Joe Ryan, the journey's so interesting when you think of a guy who started his college career at Cal State Northridge and then ultimately transferred to a Division II school, Cal State Stanislaus. It was out of Cal State Stanislaus that he was a 7th-round pick by the Rays, and then eventually got a chance to make his way through the Rays system, and then was dealt for Nelson Cruz to the Minnesota Twins. And they'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And the righty deals. Outside low. And the count now even up.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
So digging in, Vinny Pasquantino. Pitch is in there, going 1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
1 down, base is empty. Just missed.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
That one almost got him. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting 4.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Wallner sizes this one up, and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Back here in Kansas City, new inning getting started. And now for the Twins, Ty France. Lugo back to work. Fought off foul. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting 9, the third baseman, number 2.
Brooks Lee will hit next.
Lee.
That one in there across the letters. And that is out of play. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Now it's the right fielder, Matt Wallner. He tripled and scored his first time. And that misses. Ball 1. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Isbell should have this one. And there's 2 down. Well, now here's Carlos Correa with a chance to hit. Doubled in his first AB.
Correa.
On the ground to third. They take the force out. That ends the frame. Bottom of the second. And to the plate for Kansas City, Michael Massey.
Michael Massey.
And there's a ball. And that's downstairs. And the count now 2-0.
That's out.
And there's the automatic. Fouled off. He was late. Popped up. And there's one away. Now it's Hunter Renfroe.
6, the right fielder, Hunter Renfroe.
Right through there for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Foul ball. And down on strikes he goes. That K is his third of the game.
The left fielder.
So 2 down now, and here is MJ Melendez. Just missed.
This hitter loves attacking the first pitch, so not giving him something to hit is a good move.
2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Jeffers brings it in for the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's the center fielder, Byron Buxton.
Center fielder, number 25, Byron Buxton.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Just missed. In for a strike, now 3-1. Swings through that.
Full count.
And that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. Buxton headed for third. And he's got a leadoff triple.
The batter, the left fielder, Harrison Bader.
And now Bader up to the plate. That missed by a lot. 1-0.
Well, these Twins doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
And that's downstairs and outside.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
1 strike.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Trevor Larnett digs in now. Doubled his first time up. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. But Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Just missed. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Has room, and he makes the catch. Willie Castro, the next twin up to hit.
Willie
Castro, a former All-Star, hitting 7th in today's lineup. Usually a shortstop, but today he's starting at second base. And that one hammered. That's back there. It has the distance gone. And they add on. It's 6-1. So up next, Ty France. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first. And that is the inning. Back here at Kauffman Stadium. And now here is Michael Garcia. First
No.
pitch just misses.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
High in the air, out to right. Makes the grab, one away. And now it's Kyle
Batting
Isbell.
ninth, the center fielder.
Oh, this guy's just a
Kyle
tremendously talented center fielder.
Isbell.
Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
Broken bat, and it's popped up. And he's safe at first.
The batter, number 6.
So the Royals
Designated
batting order
hitter,
turns over. Jonathan India steps in for the Royals.
India.
That one close, ruled a ball. And that is ball 1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Buxton going back on this one. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Thought that was a no-doubter. I think the wind was holding that in
Number
this
7.
ballpark.
Shortstop,
So man aboard. And the batter will be the shortstop,
Jr.
Bobby Witt Jr. Ryan with a move to first. Isbell dives back in safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Isbell leads off first with 2 down to the inning. This ball's chopped on the ground. Lee whips it to first.
That's an out.
That's the 3rd out. Inning over.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Royals.
back, and now on the mound to start the
Number
4th,
43.
Carlos Hernandez.
Carlos.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
The third baseman, number
Now
2,
the third baseman, Brooks Lee. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And that misses. And that's ball 1.
Ha!
Hammered, base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel
Now
any
batting,
vibration
right
in your
fielder,
hands
Matt
whatsoever. Such a good
Walner.
feeling. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the
0-1.
cage hitting off a tee.
Hit hard, but foul off to the left.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're
1-2.
expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw won't get there in time, and the defense comes away with nothing.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Ball.
Correa up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside ball 1. Correa, the former 1st overall pick from Puerto Rico back in 2012, and he blossomed into the American League Rookie of the Year in 2015. Fastball is outside.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one's in there, and a count 2-1. and second, no outs. Top half of inning number 4. Next pitch misses, and it's 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Line drive. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. Relay to third. In there safely. Here's Byron Buxton. 1 for 2. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
He's so solid. Calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air. There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
2 on, 1 out. And that's in for a strike. Full count now. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. So here's the cleanup hitter, Harrison Bader. He is struck out, and he is walked. Late swing fouled off.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Outside low, and it's 1-1. Lee on third. Walner at first. 2 out of the inning. Swinging a foul straight back. Got him looking. And that is that. Bottom of the 4th, and here's the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino.
Vinny Pasquantino.
Up and in, ball 1.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. And there's the strike. Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
For the Royals.
Here's the catcher to hit, Salvador Perez.
Perez.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. That's hard hit on the line. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He was all over that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So digging in, Michael Massey. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. And that clips the inside corner.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
1-2.
That one almost got him. Ground ball to the right side. And that's just foul. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Number 60.
Hunter Renfroe at the plate.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Stays alive. The Twins leading by 5. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Off the plate inside. Now 1-2.
Ball.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Back here in Kansas City, we go to the top of the 5th, and now the Minnesota designated hitter, Trevor Larnach. Hernandez back to work. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, these Twins, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Ball.
And a ball evens the count.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Just outside. And now it's 3-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Ryan Jeffers, 0 for 2 in this one. That's in there. And it's 0-1.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitching.
Witt to second. There's one. Now to first. And it's a double play. 2 down, bases empty. Willie Castro, the next Twin up to hit. He's already homered here in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That's in there. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that's too high.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. And we're back. Now the left fielder, MJ Melendez.
MJ Melendez.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, these Royals just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Swings over the top of that one. Gets to it onto first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Up next for the
Here's
Royals,
the third baseman, Michael Garcia. He's 0 for 1.
Garcia.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
And the 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. One down, base is empty. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. So 2 down now, and here is Kyle Isbell. Reached on an infield single his first time. Next offering is in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Gonna count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. And that's the 3rd out. Top 6, and now the first baseman, Ty France. France, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. And a strike in there.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
1-1. 2-1.
And it's fouled away. And that's off the inside edge. 3-2 now.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Right through there, got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
The third baseman,
Brooks Lee, the next twin up to hit.
Lee.
And that's outside, and that's ball 1. And a swing and a miss.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Here's a 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Perez snags it, 2 down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Wallner in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
That's a ball.
That's off the mark. Ball 2. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
Finish him.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Bottom of the 6th, Jonathan India at the plate.
The designated hitter, Jonathan India.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
0-2. 1-2.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Next one misses. 2-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Now one missed. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Buxton makes the grab, one down. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Bobby Witt Jr.
Shortstop, Bobby Witt.
You know, Boo, this is a player with some serious speed. In 2023, he became the first player in 20 years to record 2 infield hits and an inside the park home run in the same game.
Hauls it in for the out. 2 outs, base is empty.
And
next up for the Royals, Vinny Pasquantino, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one clips the outside corner, and that is strike 1. Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
Pitching for the
Welcome
Royals.
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Chris Stratton.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Correa in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one pushed foul. The shortstop takes the ball. Now this is in the air down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it, on to first. In time to get him. 1 away on the strikeout. Now at the plate, Byron Buxton. 1 for 3. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
1-0.
That one fouled off. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That one lifted to left. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul.
He's bagging. Give me that pitch one more time. A hanging changeup just out in front.
And that one is lifted in the air. Melendez makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 away.
Now batting.
2 down, base is empty.
Harrison
and here is
Bader.
Harrison Bader. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Right side. Renfroe pulls that one down, and that is that. Set for the last half of the seventh. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. That's in there. Strike one. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Bader sizing this one up. Makes the grab, and there's one down. So up now for Kansas City, Michael Massey.
Second baseman, Michael Massey.
And that one missing low. The Twins leading by 5 here at the bottom of the 7th. That one is upstairs.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
Fastball is outside.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot or not.
One gone, runner at first. And to the plate for Kansas City, Hunter Renfroe. And that one is inside ball 1. Massey, the base runner at first with one out. And a foul ball. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
That's towards center. Buxton moves under it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Here's the left fielder, MJ Melendez.
MJ Melendez.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Squeezes it, and that'll do it. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the DH, Trevor Larnach. Stratton back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Jeffers batting with one down, takes a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
And that one fouled off. And that one is in the dirt. And the count is 1-2. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And the batter now, Willie Castro. It's through for a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And now, Ty France. First pitch, and he just misses. And another ball.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
And that one pulled foul.
He's getting the barrel to the ball. He's just got to work on that timing a little bit.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Just off the outside part of the plate. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And they'll do it again. Line drive, base hit. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with one out.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
And here is Brooks Lee. And a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. Oh, 0-2 now. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. John Schreiber gets the call for the pen.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Wallner stands in now and watches strike one.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
The next pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Finish him.
Hard hit left side. They get the force out to escape a bases loaded.
Pitching for
Back
Minnesota.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
66.
bottom of the 8th. Jorge Alcala.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Garcia up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. Lifted in the air down the left side, and that's a fair ball.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always
Now
make you
batting,
smile.
the
He clearly
center
didn't
fielder,
catch that one on the big
Kyle.
part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Next to hit, Kyle Isbell. Now the 0-1. That one missing inside.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-2. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The high heat, too much on that one. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Royals, Jonathan India. He's already homered in this game.
India.
And first offering is fouled off. Garcia at first, one gone.
Hee-haw!
That
Ball.
misses. Now 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Ball
And a
two.
breaking ball misses outside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 down.
The batter, number 7.
Now the number 2 hitter,
Shortstop,
Bobby Witt Jr.
Witt
0 for 3 in this one.
Jr.
Fouled off left side. Two outs. Out to short. Correa. The throw to second is offline.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And here's the
Vinny
first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino.
Pasquantino.
0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Yes, he did. That's a swing. Two on, 2 outs. Fastball is
1-2.
outside. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That's a ball.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's the inning.